Hi, Aquarius. In a committed relationship. This is for an Aquarius sun, moon, or rising who already has a mate. You're married, you're in a committed relationship, you're already together, you're not looking for love. What's going on this week? What to do, what not to do, what to look out for? Oh. Hmm. Oh. This might be like a very random specific for like one person, one or two. I don't know how to read for the collective. I don't know how people do that. So this is going to be for like one or two people. You're married, you have kids. You might have like young ones. Or you watch kids, you have a niece, nephew that comes over, something like that. Young ones, you're. Okay. Okay. So, accidents with children happen just like this. We'll get to your relation, child or a little kid while you're busy. It's like while you're carrying in all the groceries from the car to the house, a little one is going to be able to grab something sharp like a knife or even a fork in the hands of like a baby can be a really dangerous thing. They could stab their eye out. And hmm, it's basically just a great week for you to swoop in as the mother or the father here and save your little kid from a lot of damage. So how do you do that? Let me just get this out of the It could be disastrous. Like this, I'm sorry, but this is like a child falling into a pool. You know how many, I don't know. If you're a parent, I don't want to scare you. You already have a million scenarios going through your head every day of what could happen and what could happen, if this goes wrong and that goes wrong. But this is something that happens so fast that it's not even one of the scenarios that you've envisioned. Like you have parents have nightmares or something. I don't have kids, but what I'm getting is that you have nightmares of some horrible things that could happen to your baby, but it's not any of those things. It's something else. It's like they get a hold of a knife or a fork or something. Hold on, let me get specific. It's while you're doing something. It's while you're trying to keep things. If you're one of those people that you do it all, and which is it's impossible. It does take a village. So whoever you are, you've taken more than your fair share of the burdens in like the marriage, as far as taking care of the kids, making a beautiful home, um, raising the kids, watching the kids, keeping everyone happy. Like you're the last one that you check in with, like as far as are you okay, you're the last one. But this is just a random warning to really pay attention, to not give the child an opportunity. Six of Cups, Chariot. Okay, so this may be like, if you're like, oh yeah, no, I already know. It's so whoever you are, you're very intuitive, you're very sharp. If you're a dad, you've got the dad reflex. Like if the kid falls off the bed, you're like right there. But this is something that you're either working or you're not there. Like this could be they are with a babysitter. So if you have, okay, hold on. If you're gonna need a babysitter because you guys are going to go on a excursion for Valentine's Day, like you and your partner have plans to go out on a date, since this is for someone specific, it's telling you that you really okay, first scenario, there's a couple. First scenario, it's all you're going on out on a date for like Valentine's Day. You guys are like, we need this, it's about time, we're gonna get this could be like a weekend or something where you get a little hotel so you could have some you put love in the driver's seat there. you get a sitter, don't let it be your mom or dad or a family member who you already know doesn't doesn't respect your child's restrictions. It could be like dietary restrictions. That's the first scenario. You're not going to call up um, the mom that is already critical of the way you're raising your child. So don't let it be them. Okay. Um, oh, Paige says, don't let it be the first one that volunteers, the young one. I can do it. And they're cheaper or something. It's like, don't skimp on the babysitter here. For one thing, you can nip this in the bud that way. If it's not like the dietary restrictions thing, it's like, don't go for the young person in the neighborhood that maybe they babysit all the other kids. You're following your intuition here. So it's like, what do? Not go? So, I mean, who do you... No, it's not saying that. Or if you're not going on an excursion, this is going to happen very soon. Check that everything's baby-proofed. Something that you missed while you were bringing in groceries. The door gets left open. It doesn't close all the way. It's something like that. You're a feeling... hold on. What is that? Ooh, the tower. You're worried about everything else in a moment. It's like the devil catches you slipping in a moment. You're worried about whether something's going to work out. You're worried about money. You're worried if you're going to be able to carry this load. And that's when something happens so fast that you just can't catch it. Or that's what will happen if you cut corners with costs in childcare. Is that what kind of video this is? Do not cut costs or corners with childcare, or something could happen. Yeah. But it's saying, yes, you do need it. You do need an excursion to be... Yeah, you guys really do need some adult time. Some naughty time. So don't think that you can just stay home forever and never leave and nothing bad will ever happen. You're just being asked to be very, very smart. You create the environment where your child is safe, literally. You can do that. You can do that. So the warning being, don't skimp on babysitters. If you don't have family that's like, I'll do it, it's going to be, it's not the first person that volunteers, because that person may have the best intentions in the world. But it's like, if they're older and they're starting to forget, or like I said, they just have a different view of how you raise children. So if you already know that and there's someone that volunteers, even if it's like, oh, that means we can afford it, that's not it. Like, you need to take out a loan if you need to find someone who is trained. Okay. Hold on. Oh my God. Yeah, you absolutely need some time to yourself. If you're like, well, I'm afraid something will happen, maybe we should just wait until they go to bed. And it's like, no, you need some time to prioritize your relationship. If you're parents, you know how impossible it is to get time alone. So, wait, do you bring them with you? No, that's not it either. It's you get some... What you need to do, it's like whoever... You know what that show with the nanny lady? Joe, the nanny, what is it? Super nanny? That's what you need. You hire super nanny. You go to someone who holds themselves accountable in every way for detailed care. So that could mean that maybe you have a child on the spectrum. You're going to hire someone from an agency with references, okay, who has been trained or who has a lot of experience with children on the spectrum, or children who have dietary needs, and that it could be life or death if they have a peanut or something. So what and they're going to be loving. It doesn't mean that they're going to be, Mary Poppins, but they're going to be exactly what you need to keep your children safe. And if it's not going out of town, it's like, yes, please go to dinner. But don't let it be whoever says, I'll do it, or whoever's cheap, or the kid from down the street, or the little brother, or whatever, because they're not going to be as diligent as you or super nanny that you hire for too much money. I'm sorry, but what is your child's life worth? What is their sight worth if they get a hold of a knife or a fork because the person that volunteered is inexperienced dealing with either that spectrum that they're on, or they're just going to be interested in whatever else because they're a teenager. They've got their own melodrama that they're worried about. So that's what you're not going to do. This is going to be you protecting your child and reminding your spouse that you love them and you're attracted to them. And if it was up to you, y'all would be at a hotel right now. But what you need to do is, if that's not the scenario, and maybe your spouse is like off or something, or they're working and you're going to be doing it alone, and that stresses you out, like, oh man, another Valentine's Day where they're out of town or something. You're not going to let that get to you. Okay, you're not going to let the door swing open while you're carrying all the groceries. You're going to remember this moment and that moment. Your mom instinct, your father instinct, it's going to swoop in. So no fear. You absolutely got this. Six of Swords. Yeah, Getaway. If you need to go out for dinner, go out. If you need to rent a hotel room for 3 hours, I don't want to go there, but hey, and I don't say an hour. Whatever it is, it's going to cost a little bit more money than you are expecting. But like I said, you're the mama bear here. It's your responsibility, but it's also, it's your responsibility to be the empress to your emperor, because that's what you want for them, not because you're obligated as a wife, but that's what you want because you're attracted to them and you love them, and that is a big part of yourself, is your sensuality and your sexuality, and how something so beautiful and pure as little children could come from something so like, oh, okay, sexy, sensual, raw. So you guys have this other side of your relationship that you need as much as they do, but you're also going to be mama bear, papa bear. You're not going to let a scenario happen where a baby or someone on the spectrum gets hurt, stabs their eye out, slips outside while you're carrying in groceries. Or if you finally get out for that night, it's like, y'all deserve this. So don't let it be that fear keeps you home. Diet. Ooh, diet. That came up again. If you have a child with special dietary needs, make sure that it's addressed, and addressed again. And if you have to hire super nanny over grandma or mama or cousin or kid down the street, that's what you need to do. Your child's life is worth more than all the money in the world. Is that right? So, and things do happen, and it happens like that. Mama bear, papa bear energy. And, in every way, love, commitment, courage, a quiet power. You assert what is okay, what is not. You create the scenario where your children will be safe and you can get your loving and everyone's happy. And if it has to hurt grandma's feelings or whatever, it's too bad. Like I said, King of Swords. Yeah. Mind over matter, head over heart. It's your world. You're in charge. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it there. Have fun, you guys. You really deserve it. And you got this, so no fear. Okay, see you for the next one. Bye-bye.